Good day. My name is Alan Palmer, and welcome to Beyond Imagination. Before we get into uncharted territories or the unknown, we must come to terms and become familiar with the throne of imagination. Today, we are going to examine the throne of imagination. Join me. Let us go on the imagination. To places we have never gone before. To places unknown, unexplored. To places that don't exist. And do things that we have never done before. Apart from micromanaging the trillions upon trillions of activities that takes place in the body each minute, the brain have a second and more sophisticated dimension. This dimension is called the mind or the abstract brain. To help you to understand this, we will say that every human has two brains. They have the brain, the organ, and the brain, the mind. Both of these brains has separate and distinct responsibility in ensuring that we enjoy the best life we can enjoy. The brain, the organ, is that fatty organ that sits in our cranium, our heads. The brain, the mind, is abstract. Nobody sees it, nobody knows it. But its effects are felt every day. The brain, the organ, and the brain, the mind, has two separate and distinct activities as it relates to our survival. The brain, the mind, is the manager. The brain, the mind, is responsible for coordinating the activities, doing all of the measurements, doing all of the calculation, the cause and effect, doing all of the analysis that is needed, after which the brain, the mind, instructs the brain, the organ, which is the laborer, to get things done. Let me give you an example. Let us say the body is experiencing a higher than required blood pressure. The brain, the mind, is responsible for troubleshooting what is wrong and what is the best course of action to take to remedy the situation. After all of the calculation, after all of the analysis, after all of this decision has been made, the brain, the mind, instructs the brain, the organ, to take the required action that will regulate the blood pressure and bring it back into its optimum state. So while the brain, the mind, does all the technical work, the analyzing, the calculation, and the decision making, the brain, the organ, is responsible for executing the instruction as it comes from the brain, the mind. The brain, the mind, is divided into two sections. We have the subconscious mind and we have the conscious mind. And these two sections of the mind are responsible for handling different processes as it relates to living. The subconscious mind is responsible for all of the body functions that we are not involved in. For example, it ensures the heart beat. It ensures that the heart beats at a particular rate. It ensures that the blood pressure is maintained at a pressure that is optimum for the best use of the body. It ensures that the body is nourished. It ensures that when it is too hot, we sweat in order to cool the body down. And when it is too cold, we shiver in order to warm the body. It ensures that oxygen is taken into the bloodstream and carbon dioxide is taken out of the bloodstream. Everything that happens in the body without our help, the subconscious mind is responsible for taking care of those activities. The conscious mind, however, is responsible for helping us to navigate the world around us, everything that is external, with the aids of our senses, our ability to see, our ability to smell, our ability to taste, our ability to hear, our ability to feel the things around us. Well, in order for us to properly navigate the world around us, we have to be able to think, and to think clearly. But what is thinking? Thinking is a process of asking yourself the following questions, which are why, where, how, when, what, and who, as relates to the particular thing that we need to understand, and finding answers to those questions that we ask. Asking ourselves simple questions: why is my skin itching? And find an answer to that question. It is because I was sitting on the grass, and probably I am allergic to the grass, so I will not sit on the grass in the future. So we conclude that thinking is asking ourselves specific questions, which are why, where, how, when, what, and who, and finding answer to those questions in relation to what we are thinking of. Finding the answers means that we understand. Making a decision not to sit on the grass again means that we have evaluated the situation and have come to a conclusion what is best for us in this case. Another role of the conscious mind is dreaming. Dreaming is lifelike vision that we get when we are in our state of rest, sleep, that creates situations and events that may pop up in the future. Dreaming helps us to learn how to deal with situations that have passed, if they should ever come up again, or future situations. So dreaming is a part of our survival mechanism, where the conscious mind helps us in our state of rest and in a safe environment to deal with situations that may occur in the future. Another activity of the conscious mind is imagination. Imagination is the ability to dream while you are fully awake. Instead of allowing the mind to wander in its own scenario as we do when we are asleep, we create a scenario. We control the event. We control what's happening, and we are able to look forward and see outcomes of each scenario. So our senses, our ability to dream, and our imagination is what the conscious mind uses to navigate the world around us and to ensure that we are safe and experience the best life that we can experience. The conscious and the subconscious, they both work together. So this is the seat of imagination. Praise be to the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. I want you to share this video, like this video, and leave a comment on this video. Let me know what your opinions are. My name is Allan Palm, and this is on the imagination. To places we have never gone before. To places unknown. Unexplored. To places that don't exist. And do things that we have never done before.